Hello, my name is Dr. Allison Ohms. This is the first video in my wellness improvement platform. I'm using Zoom because I'm not yet adept at recording and uploading other formats. Eventually, this will be uploaded to YouTube, to my YouTube channel. At the moment, I don't know what that is, but I'm starting my journey here. My intention for this platform is to share my perspective on wellness improvement, the general state of health, and our perceptions of healthcare. I guess I want to say biological freedom, and paradigm shifting in this arena. I also want to share my endeavors to be the change that I want to see in the world. I have started two businesses. One is called NeuroVibe, and that is a neurofeedback clinic that is working on helping people change their brain patterns to move towards either optimal functioning or self-regulation. I've been doing this for about 15 years. I just started the business about a year ago. Today is July 15th, 2026. So we started the business in probably our first client was last year about this time, July 2025. And we've been building the business out, and we've been getting busier and busier because people are noticing improvement, especially in cognitive capacity, cognitive efficiency, improvements in memory, and ability to efficiently focus and concentrate, and anything that is an outlier in brain functioning, we can help bring those patterns into more optimal or normal functioning. So we have been growing and getting busier and busier. And I am trying to hold back how busy we get because I am also starting another business. I'm the founder and director of Vibe Tribe Systems Corporation. Vibe Tribe's a unique concept in wellness. We're defining it as social wellness. And this is unfolding, as we speak. My business partner, I have two business partners. The one that I've been with the longest, his name is Mark Haddis, Dr. Mark Haddis. He is an entrepreneur, a serial entrepreneur, and a spiritual teacher. I proposed the idea to him probably either 2022 or 2023. I don't really remember right now. And we've been developing it and working on it and growing it and adding people to the team. Another one of my founders who came on pretty early was not the first part of the concept development, but has added greatly to the operations and the efficiency and the administration of the business. And her name is Diane Kuknio. And the three of us have really worked very hard the last at least 2.5 years on developing this, figuring out a business model, and finding funding for it. So that will come more on that. I'll probably be focusing on that quite a bit because it's developing, it's exciting, and we have an angel investor who is contributing a bond with a value assigning a value to us of $40 million. So that will go a long way in seed money. The concept is it's basically community wellness, like healing together, healing as a community, healing the community, healing all four dimensions of our manifest existence, not separating any of the quadrants. I am integrating integral meta theory into the concept, into the approach. Integral meta theory is based on levels of conscious development, and an awareness that the human condition is experienced in four quadrants: the mind, the body, relationships, and the environment. And each of those have to work in conjunction with each other in order for the whole being, the whole human, to grow through stages of development. More on that to come. That is one of my theoretical passions. But in this video, I just wanted to introduce the concept of Vibe Tribe Systems Corporation. So it will be a membership type corporation or experience. The members will come in, they'll have access to tech remedies, to a concierge to help guide them to choose which tech remedy to do assessments on their baseline health and then their subsequent milestone achievements. Will cultivate community so that other people can share. They can share their own resources. They can share their own awarenesses, their own insights into health with other people, and a collective brain trust will be developed. We're developing an app with an amazing tech team that we will have the ability to somehow either a wearable or something to measure people's responses to whatever they engage in while they're there at Vibe Tribe. My PhD, by the way, is in applied psychoneurophysiology. I have a master's in clinical psychology, and I've been in the field of wellness, healthcare for 30 years or more. Pretty much all my life, because mostly my whole being is focused on doing whatever an individual needs to help them heal, to grow, and to cultivate a higher quality of life. I feel very blessed that I have a supportive team, and I do feel like this is a divine assignment. I was given the insight. I feel like, there's no miracles. There's no magic. We just need to look deeper into how things unfold and how things are developed. And I'm an observer. I'm a long-term meditator. I've been meditating in the Vipassana tradition for about 26 years now. I've also had lots and lots of other spiritual development. I'm not necessarily a seeker because Vipassana is really the main thing that I think has helped me cultivate my awareness. However, I was the director of research and an avid and integral participant in higher brain living, which in this system, I was introduced to integral meta theory, and it took me probably 5 years to really conceptualize the basics of integral meta theory and was introduced to a wonderful community through Higher Brain Living, including the integral meta theory community. I've cultivated lots of friendships in that arena. I worked with Dr. Michael Cotton, who is the founder and developer of that protocol. He's subsequently developed multiple protocols, including source code meditation and the inner organic technology activation process, which hopefully I'll be integrating into one of the services at Vibe Tribe. But I was the director of research for them for a period of time. We started a nonprofit, but that kind of at the time was a little bit over my head. Well, I used to don't want to say that it just wasn't aligned. But anyway, I'll cut that. And so I did the research for a while, and I used the data for source code meditation to complete my dissertation in EEG correlates of mystical experience. One of the things that source code meditation does is really bring people to potential to have mystical experiences, and not just experiences, but moving into mystical states. So I used my psychophysiology skills to measure the physiological correlates of source code meditation. So anyway, Vibe Tribe is the result, I think, of my insights over the course of the years of my experience in the treatment realm, and seeing how, one, people tend to think that their ailments or struggles are unique. And they are in a way, but when people get together and they share resources and understandings and insights, people open up and they try new things, and they gain new awarenesses and new perspectives, and they don't feel alone anymore. And they're able to move towards different things that might help themselves heal in a more comfortable way, so that it's not as fear-inducing to try new things, to see if things help, if somebody, has either gone through it before or is going through it currently. So my PhD and my experience with tech remedies is, psychophysiology is the ability to read certain patterns in the body and gain insight into how that body is functioning without surgeries, without invasive procedures, but just measuring body systems responses and gaining insight into that. So that is informing all of the process in Vibe Tribe. So we're going to have memberships. They'll have access to all of the tech remedies, and then also the baseline, the regular check-ins, the assessment, the community. We're going to have physical locations that also include whatever area that these physical locations in. We're going to integrate, the culture of that area, and not necessarily trying to change their culture, but cultivate, connection with the culture. We're going to do that through the food that we serve in the restaurants, or the whatever snack bar we have, and the art. We're going to integrate local art, and the understanding of how the community identity. So we will plan to um,